From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source, I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hopefully.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Edgar Homdatun, and English department is my major of Homdatun University. And good morning, guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, before I start my video, this is actually my 15 or maybe 16 video because I've already made it all, but it's so felt. Yeah, but it's okay, it's process. Actually, good morning, guys. Why I am also on the first. Okay, no, whatever it takes, I will do this final taste and yeah, just continue. Okay. Actually, what am I talking actually? Okay, I am Ida Homdatun. As a student of Budi Utomo University, Budi Utomo Malang. Yeah, my major is English department. So here, I have to make. I must what? Okay, I must make one analysis that's from one poem. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Actually, I take one poem from Edgar Allan Poe. The title is Alone. Actually, Edgar Allan Poe is commonly his name is commonly associated with gothic horrors, yes, and we often felt to see his charm, his charm and humanist of his work actually. Do you understand? Oh. Okay, continue. Okay. Now, while I'm analyzing this poem, so I'll read for you. So this poem actually has 22, yes. So here I have word paper too because later I'm gonna explain you about the figurative languages like that. So this poem has 22 lines and 5 stanza. For the first stanza, hope you enjoy with my bad voice. Alone. From childhood's hour I have no been, as other were I have no sin, as other soul I could not bring my passion from a common spring. Actually, this is a difficult childhood from for what is that for Poe? Yeah, Poe is not same as Poe is not same with the other children. He is so different, and in this stanza, in this line, it tells about how Poe's facing his life since he know that he was so different with other children. Okay, that's the first stanza because I gotta tell first. I took what is that? Psychological approach like that. So continue to the second stanza. I have the text. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow I could not waken my heart to joy at the same dawn, and all I loved alone. Okay, he was so sad. He was so sad since he cannot share his life. He cannot connect to other people, and yeah, everything he did by himself only. And by being alone, actually, he was so free to choose to love someone else, but again, he was alone. Like it's so touching. Next, for the third stanza, this is what is that? 9 line from 22 lines. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drowned from every depth of God and ill, the misery which binds me still. This is explained about what Poe felt in his life actually. Poe felt life is like wild wind of despair and disaster actually. And it's misery why Poe has to be alone in these lines. So it's misery why Poe feeling like why Poe has to be alone in the rest of his life like that. Okay, continue to the fourth stanza. From the torrent of the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sand that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold. Actually, this is a good imagery. Like this is a very good imagery for me. Yeah, for in this line, so Poe feel time so quickly, time so fast, time so quickly to so quickly. It's like one day autumn and the next day is spring, so it's so fast. And yeah, in these lines too, as the time continues, the more Poe was feeling alone. From the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold. Usually he feels so lonely, guys. Yeah, Poe was alone with no one to hold him, no one to care to him, no one to wanna connect to him actually. And also color here because there is a color of this red from the red cliff of the mountain actually. In literature relating color, it's used to elicit a visual motion of the person who write this what is that, this poem. Yeah, slowly. Okay, relax, actually I'm so nervous, sorry. Okay, for the last stanza. From the lightning in the sky, as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm, and the cold that look took the foam, and the cold that took the foam, when the rest of heaven was blue, comfortable in my view. It is about Poe's future, as the rest of the world is bright and cheerful. Poe will never find happiness actually, but with this poem actually Poe has his own way to what is that to live with his own life, his own way, and yeah. Actually, I found the rest of heaven. Actually, in this line, in the last line, in this, okay, in this, ya Allah, I'm sorry. In the last lines here, actually, for the rest of heaven, when the rest of heaven was blue, he's trying to compare himself with what is that, with all the thing, with all of universe in this world actually. And yeah, because uh he is a factor of isolation maybe for me. Yeah, like um what is that, the storm, this isolation. So I'm gonna tell you, the storm like a dark that generated a great deal of his inspiration actually, as his inspiration continues to plague him as a factor of isolation. Okay, that just it. So continue to the next. Let's happy enjoy, but before I continue I gotta take it closer with you, because if it is like this, so you can't see the words. Here guys, this poem is a lyric poem. A lyric poem has the tone of deep feeling or emotional reflection on the author's, yes, on the author's part. Okay, this is the first line. The first line of this poem follow in big. Okay, sorry. Okay, there are 22 lines over here. Yep, can you see that? Yeah, and then what is that? 12 lines of this poem follow the iambic treatment exhibited most clearly by the first four line. Yeah, was the first four line here. And iambic treatment is a rhythmic pattern of four poetic feet in which there is an even pattern of stressed of unstressed syllable throughout all the words in use. Yeah, in the meaning, lines change from this metric concept to what is called throatic treatment. Yes, then the first, you can see from the first until the fourth line, yes, it tells about poem's loneliness. And here I've already marked this same source that it says alliteration and imagery. Assonance is here. My heart to Joe at the same tone, and all I loved alone. This is as imagery as assonance. And stormy life is a metaphor. And I found also hyperbole over here. Misery which binds me still. And this one, oh, just now I've told you that was good imagery when I read. From the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that's run by road, and it is in its autumn tint of gold. This is a very good diction, very good imagery and diction actually. And line 17 here, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by. This is personification because what is that? It tells humans' quality. And now, for the last, from the thunder and the storm, and the current that took me form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of demon in my view. This is as a imagery too. So that's all. Yeah, that's all. I finished. Thank you. Hopefully you can enjoy it, and yeah, thank you very much. I'm so sorry if I did this. It's not really clear for you, and because I'm just human. And this is my the first video actually, and I never yeah, and this is I've told you just now. Thank you very much. And actually, I don't need to tell about anything else about me actually, but yeah, thank you. I hope Mr. Jasuli, sorry, Mr. Munawir, Mr. Munawir can enjoy it. I'm sorry, Ustad. I'm sorry, my best lecture. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.